What I have clashed with her about, because I kept asking her, what are the examples of bad things happening? And she's like, well, wait for the book or watch my talk. So I watched a couple of her talks. I listened to a couple of her podcast interviews. Fundamentally, what she's intimating is that the Southern Baptist Convention is departing from biblical Christianity. What she gives examples of are institutions and people in the Southern Baptist Convention who are not adhering to Republican orthodoxy as conceived today. So another example was the Southern Baptist Seminary that has hosted speakers to talk about climate change in a way that sounds like they believe it's a big deal. This is an example of people infiltrating the church to try to turn it leftist.
I can't speak to a book that I haven't read that isn't out yet.
Sure you can.
But I will say,
go do it.
But I would say, I do think that we are always in danger as Christians of treating our political views as orthodoxy and conflating political opinions with theological opinions. And people, and I wish that we could disagree without de-Christianizing one another.
In order to be faithful to the gospel, we must care well for God's creation. It's not an option. It is part of the gospel. It is part of what it is to love God and neighbor. When we do fly, as I have done with no little sense of irony and questioning in myself, well, at least let us not simply excuse ourselves, but acknowledge the cost by paying for it with carbon credits. There's a great organization, Climate Stewards, linked to the Arasha, this Christian organization, that is doing fantastic projects in the majority world that qualify for offsets, for carbon offsets. So at least acknowledge more the cost of the things that we do, the life that we're a part of.
What she gives examples of are institutions and people in the Southern Baptist Convention who are not adhering to Republican orthodoxy.
We are always in danger as Christians of treating our political views as orthodoxy.
In order to be faithful to the gospel,
I wish that we could disagree without de-Christianizing one another.
It's not an option.